Okay, a quick video then on what I like to call the exercise methodology. Too many times I see people make the mistake of getting back into an exercise regime, starting up some classes, joining the gym, whatever it is, and just wanting to go all in straight away. Now we know what normally happens then. People go too intense, they try to do too much in that first session or first week, and they end up burning out and then kind of having this fear of going back to the gym or just literally being overtrained. All right, so I designed this pyramid, which is here. Okay, so it goes consistency, intensity, and volume. Let me just give you a brief description of what they mean and how they relate to what I'm talking about. So consistency, we know what that means. That's basically frequency of how many times we're going to the gym. If we put the emphasis on getting to the gym and not necessarily worrying about the intensity when we first get there, we're far more likely to go back and create this good habit of exercise. Once we've got into that habit, it might take a month, 2 months, 3 months, however long it takes for you to get going consistently, no matter how intense the session is. Then you can start to focus on the intensity of this session, maybe even the type of training that you're doing, whether it's HIIT training, whether it's a strength training session. But you can start to increase the intensity because you know you've got those habits built in that you're going to come back the next day, regardless of if you're a little bit sore, if you're a little bit tired. If not the next day, you are going to come back. You're not just going to stop. The last one is volume. Now, a lot of people like to go to the gym when they first start out and try to do these really long sessions. So the duration is an hour and a half, 2 hours plus, okay? These guys are normally getting a lot done in that session, but the quality of this session goes downhill. And quite often what happens is we contradict what we're trying to achieve, and we end up doing a half-hour session, that first one, for maybe 2 hours, and then we're overtrained or we're tired for the next day. So rather than going back, we end up missing a day, and that can turn into a few days. Okay, so definitely in that order, you want to try and keep it in consistency, intensity, volume, and that will make sense as we move along. Cheers, guys.